Today. Hello, everybody. Um, so I'm gonna try something different today. I've got a new monitor that I'm working with. Oh, look at that. That is interesting. Where is that coming up? That is there, right? Okay, that must be the Huh. It's interesting. It reversed on me a little bit. Some of the things reversed for some reason. I don't know why, but I'll figure it out. Hey, Debbie, Teresa, Brandon, Amy, Jared, Karsten, Richard Magnarelli, Trendy Mafia, what? Hey, what's up? Okay, so I just have to do a couple things here. That's the dashboard. It shouldn't be the dashboard. It should be the chat. Yes. Okay. Is that good? Yeah, that did it. Wow, look at that. Okay, there's my preview editor. Now, why I'm getting that? Because I'm showing, that should be showing, that's the chat. Okay, I got you. That's the chat right there. And this should be the chat as well. Not the dashboard. They both should be the chat. Where's the chat? There it is. Boom. Okay, great. Got to go to Longwood for a few, but I'll take you with me to Lyman. Why are you going to Lyman? That's where I went to high school. David Campione, Trendy Mafia Old School. What? Dean, what's up? Steve Running, yo. Danny DiPolito, Trendy Mafia. What? Dakota, yo. How's it going, guys? This coffee was violated several weeks ago. My fingernail punctured the Hey Debbie. Well, you got to use, Debbie, you should be using my pain oil on your arthritis. I punctured the top of the K cup with my fingernail a few weeks ago, and it was just sitting there. I forgot about it. I went to go make coffee because I haven't wanted coffee in so long, and I noticed it was the broken K cup. I was like, it's been exposed to air. It's probably going to taste like shit. But I went ahead and I made the coffee. It tastes great, man. Here comes a chopper. Yeah, so that's I think they call it the Carmichael fire, something like that. I can I can literally see the fire, the smoke from here from my house. It's really far away though. Terry, Mike, that's my last name. It says Mike. Okay, Mike, Terry, Linda, Jared, installing a new kitchen sink. Deja, hey Deja, experiencing. Dean, you good? Yeah, I don't want to, dude. Why don't you just get off my live stream? If somebody comes on here and says something stupid or disrespectful to me, you're gonna get fucking taken off my live stream. All right? No trimming jokes. You're not funny. You sound like an asshole. Get the fuck out of here. Getting married this weekend. Lots to do. Hey, Michael. Tim Gus. Good day, dude. What are you smoking as I'm just off to bed? I haven't smoked anything yet. I'm just drinking some coffee. No, it's not smoky out. Luckily, it's very clear. The smoke is obviously going away from where I live, but I can see the smoke plume from that fire. It's probably, I'm gonna guess and say it's probably like 30 miles away from me. You know, they've got their work cut out for them. That's for sure. These firefighters, and I'm sure they have PG&E to thank for the fire starting. I'm sure. PG&E is just destroying California. Hey, David C. Baker. Nice post, buddy. Baba Blue Jaws. Good morning to you, sir. So we've got the dog is here. You can see he's just out of the view of the... He's right there. You see his little body running around doing body stuff. What are you doing? You think I'm going down the stairs? You want to say hi to everybody, Rogan? You want to say hi? Come here, let me pick you up. Come here, Rogan, let me pick you up. Can I pick you up? He's like, yeah, I don't mind. Daddy picks me up. I'm going to stay right here and let my daddy pick me up. Baby. Oh, you smell like dog food. Yeah, it's close enough. Yeah, I'm safe. Yeah, they should be taking a trial for murder. David Campione, Trendy Mafia, old school. What? We see his ears. Are you trying to bite your daddy? Don't bite him. Don't bite your daddy. Nick. There's someone named Nick here. I don't see. Amy getting big. He is getting big, right? He's my big boy. He's my big boy. My big boy. Rogan, my big boy. My big boy. My big boy. Rogan's biting his daddy's nose. Are you biting your daddy's nose? Are you biting your daddy's nose? You be nice to your daddy. You be nice to your daddy, you big boy. He's big. God damn, put him down like boom, the ground shakes. What a mess. What a mess you made. Where are we at here? Are we smoking what? What are we doing? Are we getting organized here? I cleaned up this desk last night. It looks so nice. This is all dusted. Everything's in order where it should be. Is it far? It's pretty far away, Anthony. Trendy Mafia, what? It's pretty far away. Off to bed. Tim Goss. Oh, look, he's going sleepy time. Everybody say sweet dreams to Tim Goss. He's going to sleep. Oh, little Australian sleeping. What's it, nighttime over there in the Australia? Beautiful dog. Thank you, Mike. Big boy. Yeah, he's big doggy. Mike, have you given your dog CBD? No. He's a fucking puppy. Why would I give him CBD? I'm watching both Netflix and Flaked on Netflix. Right on, David. Will you do a live press again? Yes, Chrissy, I will do a live press again. Keep watching. I go crazy when my desk messy. David Campione, old school Trendy Mafia, what? Yeah, Marcelina Martinez, I just got off work. Okay. Or Marcelina, I'm sorry. Not Lena, Lena, Marcelina. Sweet dreams, moonbeams. There you go, sweet dreams, moonbeams. Scarson, that's exactly what I wanted you to do, man. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, so we'll call this one quarter of the hour. I know I'm late today, but, you know, I had to talk to my mom this morning. We just had a nice conversation. And I took a shower and didn't really do much else, did I? I didn't really do much else than that. But I had a nice convo with my mama at the new grow, trimming the last of Duncan Pines instead of Duncan Hines. It's funny. Reminds me of, oh God, Wesley Pipes. God made pot and loves you a lot. Garrett, no, God didn't make pot, okay? Okay, number one, Garrett, you're wrong on so many levels. Number one, Garrett, there's no God, okay? Number two, all right, so there's no God, so he didn't create cannabis. Number three, even if there was a God, he wouldn't call it pot. He wouldn't disrespect his own fucking creation like you just did by calling it pot, Garrett. So understand, you want to call yourself a 420 minister? You better learn the fucking gospel first, Garrett, okay? Cannabism, tisms for all. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, guys. Oh, I don't answer PMs. God created murder too, man. Does that mean it's a good thing? God created slavery. Does that mean it's a good thing? God created rape. Does that mean it's a good thing? You know? What if you can't spell it, Mark? Well, Mark, I'll teach you how to spell it. It's not that hard. Cannabis. All right? I'm glad you asked. And everybody should type this in. Cannabis. Everybody should type in the word cannabis so Mark can learn how to spell it. Cannabis. If you're really interested in using the word, bro, I'll have it fucking running all through this goddamn chat for you. Cannabis. 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 Hey, Dustin. Yeah, you guys are just looking for an excuse to fucking chat me up and send me a message. I already blocked one person who's been watching me for years this morning because she thought she had to send me a link this morning, fucking 6:30 in the morning, to show me where the fires were. You know, you're not helping anybody, and you're definitely not fucking helping yourselves when you start messaging me bullshit, okay? Don't look for an excuse to message me, people. You're just going to get blocked. I guarantee it. She's blocked. I won't see another text from her on that channel. Guaranteed. Right? It's not an excuse to fucking chat me up on Facebook. Don't try it. You're gonna lose. The Kind Buds. Cannabis. I wonder if he's learned how to spell it yet. Cannabis. Look at this. Look at this. Cannabis. Let's read it all. Cannabis. Garrett Mullins says synonym to cannabis? Do you mean a word that with a similar meaning? How do you make cannabis butter with trim? You take the trim, you put it in a cheesecloth. All right. I think you've had enough of that. I don't want you coughing and choking on this shit. No. Look at what you did here. He's splitting this all up, buddy. Okay. He likes to shred things apart. If I can give him something that he can pull apart, man, it makes me really happy. Oh, you're so cute, buddy. I know. You made a mess, though. Here. Rip this apart. Here. I got something for you. Where's the box at? Where's your cardboard box at, bro? Here it is. Oh, here you go. Look. Look at this. Here's a cardboard box. Yeah! Get that box. That's fun to rip apart. Access their Shmuel. It's pretty sure you know more about the fires. Oh, I can see the fucking fire. I don't need anybody fucking messaging me about a fucking fire. I can just walk 6 steps right here, and I'm looking at the fucking fire out my window. Yeah, I don't need anybody texting me to tell me about a fucking fire I can see out my fucking window. Oh, he's trying to say that pot is a synonym for fucking cannabis? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you arguing that point, Garrett? Because you know what pot is also a synonym for? A toilet. That's right. Pot is a synonym for a toilet, the thing that I sat down on and took a shit into this morning. That's what a pot is. Sit on the pot, take a shit. Now, still a viable term for cannabis? Because, hey, it's a synonym. You know? It's a synonym. He just says it's a synonym. Like, dude, you don't think we fucking know that? You fucking idiot. Really? Are you trying to teach me something here? Are you the guy that said that God made pot? You are coming here to tell me something? Oh, I love it. That's fucking priceless, man. Man, holy shit. It's fucking priceless. He's going to teach me that pot is a synonym for cannabis because I needed to be told that because I obviously didn't know it. But let me explain. Oh, you do? Okay. Understand, man, it might be a synonym, but it's a disrespectful synonym. And every time you use the word pot, you put cannabis down because you're scared to use the word cannabis because you don't, we already said you didn't know how to spell it, and that we understand. But we're telling you the correct word, not the slang term that puts it down, that actually relates it to a fucking thing that you sit on and you shit into. You ever think about that? You ever heard a toilet referred to as a pot? Sit on the pot? Where is he? He's back there sitting on the pot. He'll be out in a few minutes. You ever heard that? Maybe you've never heard that term before. It's common. It's a common term. You know, it's just perfect to put cannabis down, to call it by a word that's negative like that. It works perfectly. It sounds disgusting. The people who say it sound stupid, and then when you call yourself a pothead, you sound even fucking dumber. You sound like a fucking idiot. Yeah, like pothead, dude, right? Well, Welder Andrew, the Welder Andrew fucking gets it, right? Welder Andrew gets it. You say it a couple times. Pothead. You sound like a fucking moron. Pothead. I'm a pothead. I'm a proud pothead. I'm a pothead. How many times do you have to say it before it starts sounding stupid? Once! One fucking time. It sounds stupid. Not like doorknob. You gotta say doorknob like 12 times, then it starts sounding pretty stupid. But not pothead. It only takes one time. David C. Baker says, here in New York, talking to people, they really do listen to me more when I use the word cannabis. You motherfucking right they do. Because you just impressed them with the correct terminology that they don't even use. Wow, like I said, David C. Baker, it starts a conversation, but I couldn't have worded it as good as you just did, David C. Baker. I wish I could pin your comment, because I would. I'll reprint it. Here in New York, talking to people, they really do listen to me more when I use the word cannabis. It makes sense, doesn't it? I'm not a stoner, says Mel. I'm not a stoner either. Because, you know, stoned is related to drunk. Stoned drunk. It's been a term for a long, long time. And when you call yourself stoned or you say that you're a stoner, you're giving yourself a negative connotation. Now, being stoned drunk and being stoned on cannabis, one is killing you and the other one is making you healthier. So why would you call it the same fucking thing? Right? You're not a stoner. You're a cannabis user. You know, you're a human being. You know, you should identify as human. I'm a proud stoner. I'm a proud pothead. What's to be proud of? You're calling yourself your stupid fucking name that people laugh at you for. You sound like an idiot. And the people who aren't in your culture, the people who don't use cannabis, they don't get it. So they look at you and, hey, trust me, there's a lot more of them than there are of you. And they look at you and they think, man, why do you sound like such an idiot? You know? What if I say elevated? You know, elevated is a positive term. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with saying I'm high. I really don't have a problem with saying I'm stoned or baked. I don't have a problem saying that. My real problem comes in when you start saying you're a stoner. That's when I have a problem. Because then you identify as nothing else. That's you. You use cannabis all day. You don't do anything for anybody else. You're only there to satisfy your own fucking mind. You're a stoner. That's what that sounds like. Are you a stoner who goes out and helps the homeless? Are you a stoner who goes out and goes to an old folks home and helps feed them? Is that what a stoner does? It just doesn't sound right. You might be a cannabis enthusiast who gets really high and then goes and helps the homeless. You know, but stoner? It's negative, man. So you change these terms and you start, like David C. Baker is winning hearts and minds in New York. All he did was change a fucking word in his vocabulary. It's so simple. It's so silly. And I know it's stupid too. But at the same time, it will achieve something. Whereas calling it pot, weed, marijuana, dope, and reefer, ganja, and all the other fucking names you have for it won't do dick. Because everybody already knows those words. And they know exactly what you're talking about. They're not going to ask you any questions. They're not going to show you any more respect than they would if you used, a word with a higher level of education and intelligence and enlightenment behind it. The scientific terminology for cannabis. Because you called it pot. And when you're on the news and you call it pot, you're just as bad. You sound like a fucking idiot. Oh, pot's getting legal. You sound like a moron. To me. And, I'm hoping that while listening to the show, over time, when you hear people use that kind of terminology, it'll rub you the wrong way too. And you'll just be like, man, I don't like that. It's fucking disrespectful. It's disrespectful to cannabis. It's disrespectful to Jack Herrick. It's disrespectful to everyone that's ever died because of the war on cannabis. And it's disrespectful to me. But most importantly, it's disrespectful to cannabis. And cannabis deserves better. It deserves better representation than being called pot. I get nervous when he starts sniffing around. Why you sniffing? Why you sniffing around? No. 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 Why you sniffing? You looking for a wire to chew on, buddy? Why don't you go outside, right? You got some business to do out here? You got some business. Take care of business, buddy. Good boy, Rogan. I'm gonna make him walk all the way around. Ugh. Bottom of the hour. Thank you, Bad Blue Jaws. Yes, it is bottom of the hour. Where am I at here? I got this Pineapple Express. Plenty of it. What do you think of when people call it marijuana? I think of ignorance, racism. I think of the fact that people don't educate themselves when it comes to cannabis. If you're calling it marijuana, you're calling it by the wrong term. You're calling it by a term that was basted and bathed in racism before it was, fucking ejaculated all over the United States by fucking William Randolph Hearst and his fucking cum rag of a newspaper. All right, bottom of the hour, Bad Blue Jaws. Cheers, bro. Honest Amish beard bomb. Here, look at the difference. This is with no beard balm, right? Watch this. It's time for some beard balm. I'm going to balm my beard with some Honest Amish beard balm. Watch this. Look at this. Look what it does. It tames the beast that is my beard. Honest Amish beard balm. Why there still comes in someone calling it pot bothers. Damn right, yeah, it was blown up using that term before ever being called pot. The first reference I ever heard of cannabis in my life, before I knew what it was by my parents saying pot party. They're having a pot party down the street. And I had no idea what that meant. It's so sad that I was fed misinformation, disinformation by my parents. You know, straight from my parents. Pot party. And so, being a kid, I didn't know what that meant. You know? It's just stupid. It's stupid that it's just as stupid as XSplit changing the word opacity to alpha. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to find that? You know, to make this transparent, to change the opacity of it, you have to know that they've redefined opacity to their own word, alpha. You know, they redefined the word alpha because they're a bunch of dickheads over there at fucking XSplit. You know, I don't even understand the thinking that goes on here. We have words for a reason, people. We have words so that we can communicate, so that we can understand what each other is saying. And when you start using other words to refer to cannabis, people are probably thinking you might be talking about something else. Well, I've heard of pot, but then I've heard of weed. You know, is that the same as marijuana? Or is that, you know, there's reefer, you know, I don't know. And then there's ganja. Is that from another country? You know, and what's hash? And what's hashish? And what's hashish? You know, and what's Keith? And how do you spell it? You know, we've been living in the fucking closet for so long that we can't even agree on a single fucking term to call the thing that we love the most in life. How stupid is that? We can't even get on the same page with that. We had to call it fucking 100 different fucking names. Garrett, this does not affect my day one bit. Understand, when I do a show here, I get angry, I yell, and people come to see that. Okay? It's a show, and you don't know me, you don't understand this fucking show at all. When I leave here, man, I take my puppy, I go down to the coffee shop. I'm the fucking sweetest motherfucker you've ever met in your entire life. Everybody loves me. You know why? Because I'm not this fucking guy. I'm not this smart-ass, smart-talking, fucking whatever the fuck I am when I'm trending A. That's not me when I go out. At all. And people like that about me. You know? You don't know because you don't fucking know me. But you obviously assume a lot. You know, so don't fucking assume you're watching a fucking show. You're watching a character being played by somebody else. Okay? Do you get it now? Let me know if you understand it. I know these are really complicated concepts to grasp, but I'm hoping that you can wrap your fucking brain around it. I thought the pot was the toilet. Good smoking cannabis. Big nay dog, love you. Thank you, DJ Sparkman. I appreciate that. Well, you yell for us, nay. Exactly, that's my point, right? I'm your voice, right? I'm sitting here trying to fucking scream at the top of my lungs. You either appreciate it or you don't. And if you don't hey, if you don't appreciate it, you can make this number go down, man. Right now, if you don't appreciate it, get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. You know, like I said, when I turn this fucking show off, I'm a different person, man. It all stops instantly. You should see it. It's fucking kind of weird. You should see it. It's a sight to behold. The transformation. It's wrapped around. Garrett, that was a good answer. I was like, see if you can wrap your brain around. He's like, it's wrapped around. Right on, Garrett. I couldn't have come up with a better fucking response to that, bro. Craig Caddick, how are you, homie? It is nice to see you. Nice to see you, Craig. Christina, good morning, Christina. David C. Baker. Yes, you are mirror imaging. I don't know what you mean by that. What, are you trying to get your daddy's attention? Can I pick you up? Can I pick you up? Rogan, can I pick you up, buddy? Can I pick you up, buddy? Come here. I think he wants me to pick him up. Oh. I'll try to do it so gently. Oh. You know I love you so much. I love you so much. Hey, Nervild. What's up, buddy? Oh, my baby boy. Yes, I love you. I know. I like to give the kisses. You're very sweet. I like to give you a kissy too. He just wants lovey, don't you? He just wants lovey from his daddy. You want lovey from your daddy. Ooh, are you biting your daddy? Don't bite your daddy. 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 What? What do you want? What do you want? David, hey, what's up, buddy? So if you're talking to people, if you're talking to people out and you're talking about cannabis and they call it pot or weed or something like that, how do you change their mind and get them to say, I don't, Anthony. It's not my place to go up to somebody in person and change the way they talk. That's not my show. Right, Anthony? So when I'm out and about and talking to people and they call it weed, pot, marijuana, and whatever, I don't say a word. I don't react. I don't react at all. Because it's not my show. What do I tell you guys? Call it cannabis on my show. And I said, and if it rubs off into your real lives, fantastic. But just do it on my show. You know, and let it start from there. You're going to want to start calling it cannabis eventually. You'll see. You'll see. You know, when you hear other people calling it marijuana, it'll fucking make the hair stand up on the back of your neck. But you don't have to correct them. You don't have, it's not your job to teach them. You don't have to. All you have to do is just use the word cannabis. And they'll ask. They'll ask you the question eventually. They'll be like, man, you only call it cannabis. I just noticed that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can we talk about that? Great. There's your opening right there. But you're not there. You're not there to fucking correct someone's language. Trust me. People hate that shit, man. You know? You got to teach them. And here, we're in a safe space. Here, we're in a place where you can be like this on your phone and nobody has to know that you're fucking watching or listening or whatever. And you can just take it all in and let it just kind of congeal inside your brain. And you know what happens after a little bit of time? Everything fucking makes sense. It's like, they changed the name. They changed the name and banned it. And we're still playing their game when we call it marijuana. We're playing their fucking game. We're their soldiers, man. They got us programmed. From 1937, we're still walking around marijuana, marijuana, marijuana. We're fucking idiots, man. Even Jack Harrer himself. I love the man. He changed my perspective on so much. But even he continued to refer to it in his book as marijuana. Even he didn't fucking get it. And yet, he was teaching it. You got to take that last step. You got to stop bending over at that. And he didn't. He continued to call it marijuana until he died. And that's wrong. It's just like John Morgan in Florida, the lawyer that's pushing for Morgan, Calling, and Gilbert, that's pushing for Morgan, Calling, and Gilbert, Morgan and Gilbert, Morgan and Morgan, Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Gilbert, Morgan, Calling, Gilbert and Calling, and Gilbert, Morgan and Gilbert, Gilbert and Calling, and Gilbert, and Morgan, Calling, Gilbert. But whatever the fucking combination of lawyers it is today, because I couldn't keep up. He fucking had so many different partnerships. John Morgan still calls it marijuana. And when I emailed him and I said, look, you really should start calling it cannabis. If you want to get everybody on board, I said, you really want to start a conversation, you call it what it is. He emailed me back and said, nobody knows what cannabis is. I'm trying to do a promotional thing. And so that everyone knows what I'm talking about, I use the most commonly known name. And I said, what a lame fucking response. You're in a position right now. to fucking change the goddamn world, and you are gonna bend over too and take that fucking that William Randolph Hearst fucking cock right up your ass. Well, you know what, man? Not me. That's why I call it cannabis, because I don't work for fucking William Randolph Hearst. And you don't have to either. And you don't have to use a racist, bullshit, made-up word that got cannabis banned in the first place. You can make that choice to start calling it cannabis. You can start right now. You know? And stop with all the other bullshit terminology. Weed. That's just fucking stupid. I'm not even going to go there. Dope. Duh. You know, reefer. Reefer madness? Oh, hey, no. Rogan, come. Rogan, no. Rogan, come. Good boy, come. Come on. Come on, look, come here, I got a squeezy for you. Good boy, Rogan, good boy, yeah, you came when I called you. He was behind the couch, there's cables back there. He keeps unplugging my camera cable. Because he goes back there and steps on the cable and it unplugs. This is the third time. So now I know what to do. I have to move this whole thing over. He won't be able to get that back there anymore. Where'd it go? Go get it. Go get the squeezy. Go get that squeezy. Go get it. Good boy. Go get it. Good boy. Go get it. Go get the squeezy. Look at the squeezy right there. Get the squeezy. Good boy. Get the squeezy. Good boy. Get that squeezy. Go get that squeezy. He's looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Hey, James. Hey, Coulson. I gotta go down to that fucking that grow and check up the trikes again. I don't know how close they are actually. I haven't been down there in a few days. I'm sure I got a ton of tomatoes to pick too, and I got tomatoes building up here, and I got to give them away, man, because I can't eat them all. I need to start jarring. I got a friend, she said she's going to help me with canning. So I think that would be great. Quarter of the hour. Cheers, Carson. Oh, yeah. I'm a pro at concentrate separation. There were the little granules. Remember, I told you I poked the thing with my thumb, and look, I got granules. But I'm so good at removing liquid from solid. I did a little concentrate separation right there with my coffee mug. A nice slow little thing. All the liquid came out. All the coffee grind stayed in the bottom. It was awesome. I got every last drop of that coffee. Tasty coffee. Yeah. Having some tasty coffee. Gonna head on down to the little town. Oh yeah. Tasty coffee. Way better than mine. They don't keep their crunch. Hey, you, what are you doing? What are you doing to my foot? That was weird. What's up? Rogan, you're so silly. I'm a canner. I love to can. Did someone say I'm a canner? I love to can. Why did I just say I'm a canner? I love to can. Why did I just say those words out loud? I love to can. Christina, okay. Okay, I saw it. I was like, how did those words just come out of my mouth? I'm like, I didn't think those words up. I sang them out loud, and I'm like, I must have read them somewhere. And then I started looking around the page. I'm like, I didn't see them. I'm like, I don't see those words on the page. Wait, how the fuck did that just happen? I'm like, I love to can. It's so weird, man. What's he doing? Oh, he's laying down in his spot. Oh, look at Big Head. Look at Big Head. Look at you. I want to do a study among veterinarians all across the country and ask them two questions. Professional veterinarians, a question for, this is a poll I'm going to take. The questions are this. Are you a male or a female? M or F, veterinarian. And then the next question is this. Do you recommend neutering? And it would be so interesting to see the poll numbers on that. Men to women, veterinarians, to see if the women recommend it more than men do, because I guarantee you they do. There's just something about being a man having a set of balls, and it makes you realize, hey man, dog might actually want theirs, man. That little doggy right there, I'm thinking about him. I'm like, he's got to get his nuts chopped off. Like, he probably wants those balls. I want mine. uh, Hey, Michael Gibb, guess what? You just got blocked from my fucking show, you fucking prick. Really? Lol? Is that what you say to fucking Karsten? Lol? Big cat, you think I'm gonna let you stay in here, you fucking prick? Hey, 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 check this out. Go fuck yourself. Alright? You fucking piece of shit. It's block party week. And that one was for Karsten. I do recommend to spay and neuter. I'm a vet tech now. Spay and neuter. We got our first vet tech says she's a woman and she does recommend it. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see the men's response. The reason I say that is because I was at a veterinarian's and they're all women. They all recommend it. I was thinking, huh, that's, very common. I wonder if it would change if it were all men in there. On the garbage pickup channel. Thank you, Patrick. Bombed my beard. I missed my chin, man. I don't believe in taking dog balls. Not a professional vet, but I practice vet meds for you. I do recommend it if you want your dog to live as long as possible, but it's otherwise up to the dog. It's up to the dog, Philly. The vet tech for 5 years went back to performing animals. He doesn't have desirable genetics. He was the runt. He's got birth defects. He's an inbred. His dad is his mom's son. So he's inbred, man. That's not the kind of genetics that you desirable genetics. Yeah. He's got his issues, but he's perfect as far as I'm concerned. He gets a hiccups and stuff. I hope that goes away. Right. Yeah, I'm aware of a guy used to let his dog run around the neighborhood. You know, impregnating dogs in heat if they were out. Ours died from being neutered later in life. Oh. Acid reflux? Hey, Jay. It's going good. Yeah, you should grow your own. Grow your own and grow a lot. Grow outside, man. So this is my editor now. Editor window, which is so cool. It's small. It doesn't block anything. I love this, man. I found this window preview editor. But when it's time to turn off, I have to turn this up right here. So I can leave this. I can leave this right here. Oh, that's obnoxious. I can leave this right here. There we go. Look at that. That's interesting. It shows it in 3-dimensional. Oh yeah, that's what you guys are seeing too. That is so weird, but the preview editor doesn't show it like that. Why is that? Why is that? What is going on there? Preview editor. I can see the preview. Oh, the preview editor. I put it up too high? How is that preview editor? Why did it... Can you guys see the... Push live? What? I'm so confused. Can you guys not see the chat? Or could you see the chat? Or can you see the chat? Are you able to see the chat? This is really weird, man. Okay, the preview editor is so weird. Why is it showing that there? Now it's showing that. That's not showing the chat. Oh, I didn't realize, man. The whole time I could see the chat and you guys couldn't. Wow, because this preview editor's got me all screwed up, man. Okay, here, let me move this thing over. Oh, wow, man. What? Just showing, it was just showing the, it was just, look at this. They both reversed, man. Dude. I can't believe that, man. I'm so, like, blown away that the software is so hard to fucking run. I don't understand it. Preview editor. If I put this here, I should be okay, right? Right? Okay, we look good. I think we're good. We're good? Are we good? So I'm getting approved for my solar loan, guys, to increase my solar array. When I built the solar, I was only generating enough energy to cover 1/3 of my power bill. So in order to cover the whole thing, I need to increase my solar panels by 2/3. So, and I need battery backup, and I need a generator for all that. And I got approved for the loan, and I'm going to be completely off grid here soon. It was as soon as I need to be. You know, if they cut the power, my power comes on. You know, I don't have to send them power anymore at a stupid little price. I can store my own power in my own batteries, and then after my batteries are charged, then I can send them power that I'm not using and still make some money off of it. Can you say how much the panels are? They're a lot. It's very, very expensive. But you have to consider how much my power bill is out here. If I'm running lights doing a grow, the power bill's upwards of $1,200 to $1,600 a month. Hey, Howard. And they're about to raise rates too on power, probably because of all the costs they've incurred from all the fires. That's the length of the loan. Um, I have to pay the loan off in 3 years or more, or I get penalized. Right? So I can only it's 3 years or more. I think it's a 5 or a 10 year. I can't remember which it is. I got a low interest rate on the loan, so it's not going to cost me a lot of money. It takes like half of the payment away, the money that I won't be paying in electrical. The half of my monthly payment on the solar. Yeah, but Billy, you're forgetting about. I got a waterfall running all day. I got if I'm running lights, I'm running sometimes 4,000 watts of lights, bro. You know, I use a lot of electricity just for me. Luckily, I'm not doing an indoor grow right now. But as soon as I turn those lights on, man, it's taxes me. I have to run the lights in the middle of the day at the height of my power generation. It would be like from 6 to 6 if I'm doing 12 and 12. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. would be when I would run my lights. Which is great because then, it's time to work in there. So I have to go sign the papers on Monday. That's when that's when I finalize the loan on Monday. And my solar guy, him and I have been emailing each other back and forth about, when, what the contract is and whatnot. Hey John, how's it going, buddy? Um So, but the most important thing here is to know that when you're doing a solar like that, a solar. See, I always thought that you got solar panels and batteries, and that you're fine. You're off grid. The solar charges the batteries, and then at night you run the power off the batteries, and then it repeats itself the next day. That's how I thought it worked. It doesn't work that way at all. So, there's cloudy days, and then there's power outages, and there's something else to consider is the amount of power you're. For instance, you don't want to do laundry and vacuum at night. You don't want to do your dishes if you got a dishwasher. You don't want to run that at night if you're using a solar. You want to do that at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right when you're making the most amount of power. That's when you want to do all of those things. So if you have to change your scheduling around a little bit around your power, that's what you do to get the maximum use out of your solar energy. It's like that. Yeah, we need to. The people should buy them out. Actually, it should be municipally owned power. So, hey, happy 710, Patrick. So, when your power goes out, let's say you're connected to the grid, the power goes out, your batteries in your solar aren't what come on. You have a generator that fires up. The generator will run, and check this out. While the generator's running, it's also charging your batteries from your solar. So your generator charges both your batteries. Your batteries are charged from both your generator and your solar panels. Do you face outages with solar if you don't do things during daylight? Yeah. You can't. You're not going to have the ability to do stuff at night on a solar system. You're going to use up all your battery power that's running your refrigerator, or running your air conditioning or whatever. That's just, yeah, you're going to want to change the way when you do these things. If you don't do dishes and do laundry in the middle of the day when the sun is out and on a sunny day, you should start making sure that you do that if you're going to go solar. Because you're making a lot of power at that time. You need to use it right then. The rest of that power needs to go for running your refrigerator, your TV set, air conditioning, climate control in your home. Your basic stuff that needs to be running all the time. Your clocks, charging, your cell phones. Ryan Anthony Hernandez, why don't you stay and hang out with us, buddy? Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate you so much for saying that to me. I don't understand why so, you know why? It's because people that watch me go in his group and post links to my live video. That's why he's so upset with me. And because I don't want to have anything to do with him. Because I don't want to fucking talk to him. He's like, yeah, why don't you join us and blah, blah. I was like, that'd be a great idea. He's like, okay, well, you and I have to have a personal chat via Skype or some shit like that. I was like, no, we don't. I was like, what are you talking about? I said, you wanted me to join your group. I'll join your group. I don't have to have a fucking private fucking whatever the fuck with you. He was weird like that. I was like, no, thank you. And then he fucking flipped out, man. Banning everybody that ever mentioned me in his groups, whatever. I don't care. I'm doing my own thing without him. And people like you, Ryan, that see him do that shit, it's really bad for the community, man. A lot of them end up coming over and watching me instead. Yes, David, it gets worse. It gets worse on cold days. In the winter, the sun is lower in the sky. You're not getting the amount of solar energy required to do the things that you could do during the summer. It's true, David, yes. That's why you got to have an exorbitant amount of solar panels to make up for it. Oh, that's a bullshit thing to do. Yeah, Ryan, suck my dick. You're blocked. Fuck off. That's some bullshit, dude. What that guy just did is some serious third grade bullshit. That's fucking bullshit, dude. You're a dick. Don't ever come back to my show, motherfucker. Wow, what a fucking prick. Wow, people are douchebags, man. Mm-mm. Couldn't see the comments. What was it? Good. I'm glad you couldn't see the comments. Good. Billy. Uh, you're funny, Billy. You're off the chain. So I've got this Pineapple Express. I was going to trim it up and put it in a jar on the show, man. I thought that would be cool to do. Where's my trimmers at? Here they are. Oh. Good. Good. I'm glad nobody saw what he said. Nobody knows what's happening. Good. He doesn't deserve to be heard. Fuck him. He's a prick. That's all you need to know, man. People like that don't deserve promotion. He deserves to go fuck himself. Go fuck yourself, dude. You're a douchebag. God, man. You know, I feel sorry for your fucking kids, man. You just straight up fucking lie to people and think that shit's funny. Dude, lying ain't funny, man. Lying is a problem. People like you and Donald Trump have. You're a fucking prick. So this Pineapple Express was hanging on that wall the longest. It's definitely ready to be, jarred up. But I gotta tell you, I figured it wouldn't have much scent to it when I grabbed it off the wall because it's been hanging for a little too long and not congealing in a jar. And son of a bitch, if when I grabbed that thing off the wall, I just got smacked in the face with pineapple smell. It was so good. I was like, oh my god, this shit smells great. Oh. Hey, Susie, how's it going? Oops, that's a little explosive. Little explosive there. Okay. Hey, Paul. Took a hit for you. I am trimming right now. Okay. A little bit of this Pineapple Express. The dog kind of tuckered himself out over there on the couch. He's so cute. Got I got a fire burning about probably, I'm saying it's about 30 miles away. There's a lot of mountain ranges in between here and there, but I can see the smoke from it from my living room. Yeah, I grew it. Okay. Right. This pineapple is looking really good. I just taken some of these leaves off. It smells so delicious. It's got to sit in that jar for a little bit and cure, but it's going to be real good. Mm. All of these are basically trimmed already. Ugh, you guys. Silly. Silly people. this. All right, so we'll put this here. You can hear how dry these are as I break them off the stem. Okay, that should be enough to achieve a nice, I still have some more here to trim, but, ooh, there's a couple pieces here I missed, let's see. That looks just about good to go. I can hand trim it really fast and just throw it in there. It looks like I may have already hit it with the scissors a little bit. Perfect. A little bit more in there won't hurt. Okay. Okay, now this is the Pineapple Express. Oh, great. Beautiful. Pineapple Express. All right. Thanks for watching my show, guys. No law regarding cannabis. I will see you on the next one. Might be a surprise show today. You never know. So stick by your devices, and we'll see what I can pull off. All right. No law regarding cannabis. Check out my my debates at callout.com. That's with a Q. Also, Patreon is Patreon. Please go and support all of your live streamers there at patreon.com. Don't just worry about me, guys. Go to patreon.com to support everybody that's doing this because YouTube ain't doing it. All right? It's Patreon.com. Thank you, guys. If you want to find mine, it's Trendy as Dabbers.